Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, funny. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah. Okay. All right, so guys, all right. Guys, today I'm going to show you my face because I never showed it. All right. All right. Hold on, I'm just charging my laptop, even though it's full. Yeah, I'm adding the OBS virtual webcam. Look. Just gonna add that there. Yeah, so this is my webcam. So today we're gonna react to okay. So, we're gonna react to, this video. Obviously, I'm gonna... Hold on, let me check. Okay. I'm basically
Gonna have that
there. Oh my gosh, what did I... Yeah, so this is my webcam. So today we're gonna react to
Oh wait. Oh no, what we're gonna react.
Okay. So
Wait a minute.
we're gonna react to this video. Hold on. Obviously, I'm gonna... Hold on, let me check. Hold on, guys. Okay. I'm basically
Gonna have
that there. Oh my
Okay.
gosh, what did I... Yeah, so this is my webcam. So today we're gonna react to
Okay, so
oh wait,
oh no, what we're gonna react.
Okay. so
Wait a minute.
we're gonna react to
Okay.
this video. Hold on. Obviously, I'm gonna... Obviously, so we're gonna react to this. But these two people just exploded in bad at Walmart. See, I'm gonna react to this. We're gonna react to this one too first. Oh my gosh, I just see.
From trash
To
to treasure. That was the belief of this planned destination big box retail center perched on the hill in Garfield Heights, Ohio. With a view of downtown Cleveland, the City View Center encompassed 50 acres of land, and back in 2006 was planned to be the area's new retail and commercial mecca. The only problem was, it was built on a garbage landfill.
Oh, this is different side.
Holy shit.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, even though he says a bad word, I'm sorry. This is educational purposes.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. That's Walmart?
This is insane.
Is that... I'm gonna try...
It's not too often that you see an abandoned Walmart.
Oh my gosh.
But this is a physical representation of the very moment things began to go wrong here.
Restrooms. Oh my... Oh no. Nah. It gotta be. If that's real, I'm gonna freak out. Bro, no way.
the imprint on the ground of where the cash registers would have been.
Oh yeah.
So Walmart has like those octagon kind of things where you get your bags. This is where it would have been.
Oh yeah.
Right in front of the restrooms.
Yeah, why would anybody do that? Oh man, I forgot to enable my webcam. Oh, it's over here. Yeah, a lot of bad words. Oh my gosh, there's so much graffiti. Bro, what kind of room is this? Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I'm not going there. Walmart Vision. Walmart. Wait, Wallstar Mart Vision? Vision
Back in the
Center.
day, several developers had invested into building a shopping center comprised of big box stores and small strip mall tenants. After approval from the EPA to build this $1 billion concept, the project moved forward in 2003 to build on top of a closed dump. The first phase of their project opened in 2006, with Walmart being the main anchor, along with Dick's Sporting Goods and Giant Eagle. Many other tenants, including Home Depot and JCPenney, plan to open in the coming years, along with a multitude of other big and small box tenants. However, serious issues began to arise.
Customer service.
Quite literally.
Bro, I wish I was with this guy right now.
Oh, this looks like it was a subway.
Oh yeah, that actually looks like a subway. Walmart?
Man, this building is creaking like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, this
I don't know if it's structurally unsound or if it's just the wind.
Is it just me or this is actually real? This is real, right? It's real? Okay.
But it's
Yeah, this is actually real.
not a good sound to hear.
That's not a baking place.
Lots of bird feathers everywhere.
That's not a
The
baking
wood
place.
flooring, usually the clothing section of Walmart.
You know, one time, I don't know why, but I have lots of clothes. It's some from Walmart. I don't know why.
And the concrete pathways. It's kind of crazy to see a Walmart without all the aisles. It really shows the true immense scale of this
I know it
building.
says gaming on
And
it,
this isn't even a super Walmart.
I know it says gaming on the stream, but it's not gaming. It's reaction and reaction.
This is just a standard one, I think. So it is pretty crazy. Ugh, musty in here. Bulletin boards.
So
Man,
that's.
electrical. Holy man, look at this.
What if? Does anybody know Dude Perfect? If you know it, guys, what if the Rage Monster just smashed that? Boom. The end. I'm sorry.
It's still on.
That's a
This is
lot
still
of
on.
electricity.
Listen, there's a hum. Oh, look at this.
What?
How depressing is that?
Well, this is what they did with all the the shelving backers. The stuff that they couldn't use.
Wait,
Another
pets? That's
store
what
that
I
is.
see what I...
I wonder if Walmart still owns this or not.
Pets? Samsung.
Deadly and explosive methane gas had begun seeping through the newly formed cracks in the concrete and began causing problems with safety. And with this reason cited, after only 3 years of operation, Walmart had abruptly closed their location at the City View Center in 2008. At the time of their closure, the developers had been hard at work on building new structures to aggressively fill in their available land. However, as the recession began and more big box tenants followed in Walmart's suit, development had abruptly been abandoned. As the EPA took a second look at the site, they found extremely high levels of dangerous toxins in the water. The developers had been fined for the mismanagement of the land.
You know, I wish everything was not abandoned.
And had agreed to regulate the methane with wells across the property. However, soon after, another major problem began to form with the shifting of the land. Since the shopping center was constructed upon a former landfill, the soil had been much less stable, which caused the entire site to slowly shift downwards towards the bottom of the hill. This is behind Walmart. And look at the amount of displacement there has been from the ground sinking. My God. This is the foundation
No.
of the structure
This is not the foundation. This may be the foundation.
right here. And you can it's literally, you can see under the foundation. This is unbelievable. The loading dock area behind the structure has sunk so much that it's cracked the retaining wall behind. Look, the entire wall has actually come off the main structure. This pavement has sunk so far. Look at the travel from where it used to be. The top line right here is where it was originally tarred in when the structure was built, and look where it is now.
It's sunk a foot here.
Probably about a foot, yeah.
You know.
When this was built, that was probably level with the pavement of how much this is sunk. Take a look at these. This is the cement that is in place, and the rest of the asphalt has just sloped down. And right next to the building here, because this was obviously built on a landfill, they got methane relief valves. So there's literally one, it's not even functioning now, the fan has been removed, but it looks like the methane would have come up through here, gone through this contraption, and then been sent up to the roof and let to vent. Man, what a mess. So to fix their problem of the sloping asphalt, they just poured a bunch of new stone or asphalt here to make the staircase less treacherous to walk down. And you can see they extended the legs here too. A quick fix to a serious problem. It looks like where I'm standing right now is the worst part of the sinking, the land sinking. Look how the land is just sinking this way. And it's the same for this. It's all sinking. It looks like this is the lowest point of the land.
watch
And the
another
buil-
episode because I don't have enough time. I'm just gonna watch this.
What's up, guys? My name is Jake. Welcome to Abandoned, episode 16. This is the show where we talk about some of the coolest abandoned places in the world. So there's always been one place in the whole world that I've been really interested in. It's a perfect example of the classic American suburban mall, and that's the Rolling Acres Mall. So the Rolling Acres Mall is located in Akron, Ohio. Developed by Forest City Enterprises, the Rolling Acres Mall opened on August 6, 1975, as a perfect example
1975. Bruh, 1975. 1975.
of the American mall boom. When the mall first opened, it didn't gain much attention with its 21 stores. However, it began to gain some traction, and by the end of 1975, the mall had 50 stores. The first anchor store the mall had was Sears, until it was joined by JCPenney the following year. The mall became really popular as the years went on, as it catered well to families and young commuters. In 1978, the mall went through a massive expansion to add new retail space, and by this time the mall was pretty large. As the years went on, the mall continued to expand and grow. It had a rare two-story design for the area, housed a movie theater, and an impressive and expansive water fountain, and a promenade with palm trees. You never see malls in the north with palm trees anymore. Anyway, in 1995, the mall continued to grow when Target built its store next to the mall, and a 21,000 square foot passageway was constructed to connect the two. However, 4 years earlier, the mall made the poor decision to cut costs on security, and rather than employ off-duty police officers, they would employ normal mall security. This arguably led to the 1991 incident where a fight broke out just outside the movie theater. During this fight, it was reported that a gunshot was fired. This wasn't really good for the mall's image, but by 1995, it's arguably where the mall reached its peak. Specifically, the mall reached a capacity of 140 stores and an impressive 5 anchor stores. The mall had a parking capacity of 7,500 cars and housed 1.3 million square feet of retail space. Shortly after Target opened, the mall began losing stores, including the movie theater. In addition, the JCPenney was downgraded to become an outlet center, as well as the Dillard's, which also became something similar. In 1997, the nearby Summit Mall went through a multi-million-dollar renovation, with its local area booming. It seems as though Forest City Enterprise knew what was happening, and made the smart decision to sell the mall for $33.5 million to Bankers Trust in 2000. It wasn't long after until the mall was sold again for $2.75 million, a staggering $30.75 million less. By 2003, the mall was only at 50% occupancy. As more left, more stores became discounted and lesser quality than they were prior. During 2003, the cinema opened back up as a discount movie theater. Things were getting very bad for the mall, and it was made much worse when their first anchor store, Target, closed and relocated to nearby Wadesworth in early 2006. Later, in August of 2006, another anchor store, Dillard's, closed, which left the mall at an occupancy rate of 30 to 40%. As the slow economy crept on and the local area income not doing much better, teen gangs began to show up around the mall, and in early 2007, multiple stores inside the mall reported merchandise being stolen. This was actually later found out to be a homeless man living in one of the vacant stores. As 2008 rolled in, the mall was doing severely bad. In April, Macy's closed its store inside the mall. With so few tenants, the mall took some drastic measures to save money, like turning off their escalators and auctioning off mall fixtures. Things seemed to be so bad that it appears they stopped paying for their website as it went offline in early 2008. In summer of 2008, the cinema closed for its final time, which put the mall into the fear of not being able to pay for its $150,000 electrical bill.
There's a spirit to this mall. There's a soul here, and that spirit and soul will not allow this place to die.
Penny's has been here forever. I am so happy. Right next to them was a bank also.
I forget the name of those banks.
We have little people here, and it's the tenants, it's the people running the little restaurants. It's all a bunch of little people who are keeping a big dream alive.
People that came from Barberton and Norton. What are they going to do?
We will be lost with something if this mall closes.
By October 2008, only 8 tenants remained, one being a church, another being a Dollarama, and several others being organizations. Finally, in fall of 2008, all Rolling Acres tenants were notified that the mall could no longer afford power, and that the mall will close as soon as possible. However, this would not affect the 2 remaining anchor stores, as they would still continue operations. The last few days of the mall were not only sad, but creepily surreal. But then finally, on October 31st, Halloween Day 2008, the Rolling Acres Mall closed permanently as power was cut to the structure. This left the interior of the mall completely abandoned. In May of 2009, the mall was auctioned off online. However, with some initial interest prior, nobody bid. It wasn't until 2010 that a Californian-based company, Premier Ventures LLC, purchased the building for $3 million. At this point, very little was known about the company, and not too long after, Sears announced they would be closing their store by April 20th, 2011. This left JCPenney Outlet to be the only remaining store left in the structure. 2010 to 2011 were also the years that the mall began to be regularly broke into and scrapped. By 2010, much of the copper wiring and metal railings were removed by scrappers. By the time 2011 came in, weird and creepy things began to occur. Inside the mall is a pretty dangerous place. Throughout, there are tons of bullet holes and shot-out skylights. In April of 2011, a man trying to steal copper was electrocuted and killed when an electrical box exploded. The man was found on fire while holding bolt cutters. Later in the year, a 47-year-old man by the name of Timothy Kern vanished after responding to a Craigslist ad. Timothy was found dead in a shallow grave behind the mall. His death was linked to the Craigslist killers Richard Beasley and his 16-year-old accomplice, Brogan Rafferty.
Convicted Craigslist killer, 53-year-old Richard Beasley, showed no emotion Thursday as a judge sentenced him to death in Summit County Common Pleas
On
Court.
count 1, this court imposes a sentence of death.
In January of 2016, a body was found hanging from a tree beside the mall. Officials deemed this as an apparent suicide. With things in the area not improving, on December 31st, 2013, JCPenney Outlet closed permanently. This left the mall officially dead without any retailers. Premier Ventures began to act a little shady in its practices. They had stopped paying for property tax and stopped paying for security altogether in 2011. Each time the city attempted to auction off the property, Premier Ventures filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which prevented the auction to take place. However, with the most recent time, prosecutors forced Premier Ventures to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which meant they would not be allowed to file for another bankruptcy within a 9-month period. This would allow the city to try and auction off the building. While Premier Ventures was secretly attempting to find another buyer, it was revealed that the company had no offices in California at all, and instead was based out of Delaware. Currently, the company owes the county $1.2 million in property tax. So whoever ends up buying the property needs to pay that back. The mall is scheduled to go on a sheriff auction on June 7, 2016, and if no buyers are found, it will go again on the 27th. If no bids are placed through the auction, no buyer is found with Premier Ventures, or if they don't pay their taxes, then the property will go to the city of Akron. Premier Ventures never announced why they bought the property and what they plan to do with it. As of 2016, 2 businesses operate out of the mall. One in the former Target, which operates as a storage facility. And the reason why I wanted to show you this is because when they built this, I'm assuming they didn't take out any of the old Target fixtures, because a lot of the Target stuff is actually still in here. And if you look at that right there, you can actually see some of the old neon. As for the other business, it operates as a recycling facility out of the former Sears. As for the rest of the building, it sits completely abandoned. Since around 2010, the mall has been beaten up pretty heavily. While yes, there are larger abandoned malls like the Randall Park Mall, which is also in Ohio, to me, I just think Rolling Acres is a perfect example of the ideal 1970s suburban mall that met its end in the 2000s. It really is such a surreal place, and its historical significance makes it one of the most, if not the most, infamous abandoned malls ever. Personally, I'm really interested in abandoned retail locations, and I would honestly love to see this place before it's gone. It really is a great American mall that met a sad end. What's up, guys? My name is Jake, and welcome to a very special episode of Abandoned. Perhaps there's no better and mainstream example of a retail failure more so than one discount chain which has been closing stores for decades, slowly whittling away under the Sears umbrella.
Video and then we're gonna end the stream. Yeah.
Slow down or walk down. This point of the stairway, it would have been underground probably at that point, or right at the ground level. And where that tower, this level right here, is where the ground used to be, and it is just sunk so far down. Looks like right here in between what was Circuit City and Walmart, there was supposed to be another big box store in between, but doesn't look like it was ever built. You could see right here, there is a methane relief valve in the grass meant to, well, relieve the methane in the ground. Usually you find those in dumps, but this one is in a shopping complex. The surface of this sidewalk has steeped down so low that it's starting to come off where it was originally poured. Down here is Marshall's, what used to be Marshall's. These are the windows. The property is currently listed as an active NPL Superfund site, which means while it doesn't currently pose an imminent threat to humans, it has in the past. Through the years, tenants had continued to close their stores at City View, which only leaves Giant Eagle operating out of the main structure.
What is that? Is that?
Just outside, next to the former Radio Shack and the other buildings, there was a structure that was being built, it looks like, further down, but never was completed. So there is a half-finished building here that's also sinking in. That's just left to the elements, and there's all types of foliage. It's basically an unfinished storefront in a forest at this point. More development could have came, but never did. I'm sure at one point the master plan for all of this was to extend the shopping complex even further out than this. But of course, problems emerge when you build a shopping complex on a landfill, and then everything starts to slide, and methane starts pouring up.
35 minutes.
You can see one of the methane relief valves in the parking lot of PetSmart. Right there. What a disaster.
Hold on, PetSmart. 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 Alright, so I forgot. Hold on. Alright, before I continue the video, I know you're gonna hate me, but this is the stream ending. Okay, so that's the stream ending. That's the let's stop it there. Alright, let's continue the video. Oh my.
Okay, this is pretty crazy.
Oh my, pet training.
It's so quiet in here.
So that's
Oh, that's pretty bad in here.
oh my gosh, dog.
They actually still have merchandise.
Wait, that was super
Oh my god, the smell in here is... The mold. Oh my god. Man, the water is really starting to... Oh my god. I'd get very sick if I went in there without a respirator. So I guess this was pet grooming. Oh, there's spider webs all over my camera.
grooming. Oh, you're in here, barber.
Look at this door.
Oh my gosh.
It's literally rotted
I
through the
bet
outside.
you
It's
that's
rusted
okay.
straight through. The future remains unclear as of right now, with the city hoping to build a jail and corresponding legal facilities on the property. But at the end of the day, the same problems seem like they would likely persist unless the proper funds were invested. And the City View Center is an example of what happens when they're not, with greed and ambition lost in the realm of practical sense, which potentially put lives in danger and lost tens of millions of dollars. What's left of this enormous mess is the telling tale of that exact story.
Growing stores. Shopping the Walmart way. I'm back. So soon? I got everything I need at Walmart. That's the idea. Shopping the Walmart way not only saves you money, but time, trouble, and my ache and back.
Alright, guys. Thank you guys all for watching. And I'll see you guys all later. Bye. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.